So after having success in a couple different industries, I decided to jump right back into the poker world and see how it stack up after years of not playing. So I haven't played probably since 2020, 2019 before COVID. And then now it's 2025. I jumped right back into the game at the end of March by playing a World Series circuit event in Vegas. And I played the mini main, just the mini main, $400 just to jump back in it. I'm not gonna jump back into play like $5,000 event, $10,000 event right off the bat. It's stupid. It's bad bankroll management. So I jumped back into a $400 mini main event. I min cashed in that. I had to fire two bullets at it. Min cashed in that, so basically broke even. Drove back home. Took some time off. Decided to drive back the next week and play the actual main event, the $1,700 main event. Played the main event day one. Ran pretty deep. I think I got up to like 140 or 150k stack at one point in day one, but I didn't realize the power of a triple or quadruple starting stack quite fully yet, even though I should. Kind of didn't really use my experience to my advantage, and I lost the rest of that stack before I could even bag for day two, but it is what it is. I was able to get some hands in with Steven Song, Francis Anderson, Frankie C, a couple other big players. My first hand in the main event, I had to go all in with Francis Anderson on the river, where we both rivered, ace high straight. Nothing else was out there. That was the best hand at the point in time. So I raised big, he shoved, I called, and we chopped it. I looked at him as I flipped it, and I'm like, we're chopping this, right? And we chopped it. So that already let some of these people know, without them even knowing who I am, that I'm not here to fuck around. I'm here to actually play the game how it needs to be played, to take advantage and exploit chips out of people. And so, long story short, I played that whole day one, and I busted. But I learned a lot of lessons that day, and I got a lot of hands in against bracelet winners, including Steven Song, who just won another like $1 million in South Korea, which is fucking amazing for him. But it's just crazy because I got chips in with him, hands in with him, and then after that I took a little break for a week, not much of a break, and then I just played cash games at the local casino. The cash games that I played, I basically pulled out $1,000 from the ATM. And I was like, all right, I'm pulling $1,000 out the ATM for this specifically for cash games because I like tournaments anyway. I'm a tournament player. So I pulled out $1,000 for cash games and was like, let's run this up 1-3, see how it goes. 2 weeks, ran that up to like 4,000. It fluctuated, right? Like there was days I lost money. I played every single day, but I ran that 1,000 up to 4,000 basically. And that was right before Easter. And then when Easter weekend came, played like crap, lost 1,400 in 2 days. Horrible. The mistakes that I made, it was just all mistakes that I made. I tilted, I made mistakes. But long story short, that doesn't matter, right? Because still up on the month, I decided the next week or a week later to go play the Venetian $800 tournament. So I played the $800 Venetian tournament, the Deepstacks, and in the Deepstacks I had to buy in 3 times, so that was pretty much the rest of the bankroll. Bought in 3 times, but the third day I made it count, got the chip stack all the way up to like 200k, made day 2, bagged for day 2, so I already got a cash. I was like, all right, cool. And then on day 2 I ran it all the way up to 8th place after coming in like 3rd shortest stack on the day. Ran that stack all the way up to 8th place. Fuck yeah, right? All right, cool. Decided to go back, play the $1,100 Venetian the next week. Didn't play as good the next week. I tilted on the first day. I made a couple bad decisions. I think one hand I shoved with a set of 8s. There's a potential flush out there. So I kind of took the 50-50 shot. He either has it or he doesn't. Well, he had it. I busted. Didn't make day 2 on the $1,100 Venetian tournament that weekend. That was 3 bullets gone, 3,300 gone, whatever. Decided to go back home and just kind of chill. I played a cash game one day, but it was like when I ran into Kings, the guy had aces. So chalked that up to the game. Because of that, I was like, man, I'm just going to save the rest of this bankroll for WSOP. So I'm coming in WSOP, playing fucking every single event that I can, including online events, live events, the mystery bounties, all that shit. Yeah, be ready if I'm at your table because it's going to be a very fun game. And I'm ready to run deep. I'm ready to run hella good. And feel like I'm winning 2 bracelets this summer. I'm gonna go for 4, which is crazy because people haven't even. I don't think anyone's won 4, but you gotta set delusional goals so that way when you achieve something, it's like, okay, well, I still achieved half of that crazy goal. So if I achieve half that crazy goal, I'm still doing good. So yeah, going for 4 bracelets, gonna win 2, and let's see how this goes this summer. I'm going all in, fucking bracelet or bust. Kind of crazy packed summer, and yeah, I'll see you guys there.